Wake that ass up. Early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Just Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we were talking about the Grammys. And should we still be showing up to the Grammys? That is the question, 800-585-1051. Now, this conversation comes from our brother Killer Mike, who won 3 Grammys last night.
Drop on the clues bomb for Killer Mike, damn it.
But it wasn't televised. Which brings us back to 88 when DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince, Will Smith won a Grammy, wasn't televised. And 10 years after that, 98 when Jay won, wasn't televised. And people have been boycotting the Grammys, but it's 20 years, 30 years later, and we still are not televised. You know,
we've been televised before. We've been televised. They've been started televising the rap awards.
How do they pick and choose who they decide
they televised Cardi when she won.
But they ain't televised.
They televised
Killer Mike,
Drake,
who won 3 awards.
I know. They televised Drake recently when he won. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how we got back to that this year.
They just pick who they want. I mean, I think they just got they favorites. You know, they pick who they want.
Yeah, I don't know how we got back to that this year. I don't know how in 2024 the rap categories on televised rap.
Yeah, I just feel like, all right, we'll get y'all this, but y'all ain't getting too much. Like, it's like they feed us what they want to feed us. Like,
with 3 categories, I mean, at least the best rap album that should have been televised. If they want to do the other, I get it, but give Killer Mike one. He deserves it. So, do we still continue to show up? That is the question. What do you think, Jess?
I mean, I feel like we need our own. I've been saying it. I feel like I just feel like say if none of us go to the Grammys next year, say if none of us even care, even if we're nominated, we don't go. Say if we really, really stand 10 toes down. I mean, because some people dream is to get a Grammy. You know what I mean? But say if we really like as like a whole be like, nah, we ain't going, we don't care, whatever. Even if we win, we're gonna put our energy into creating our own award ceremony. And let's see how that work out. Like, I just feel like that. It's time to shift. Sometimes you got to shift. Like, make a big shift.
I don't disagree with nothing Jess said, but I often feel like I'm not qualified to have this conversation because I'm not an artist. And so whenever I talk to music artists, they care about Grammys because it's the highest award in music. And professionally, when you win one, everything goes up. Everything, you know, your streams go up, you know, your status as an artist goes up. But I am a stern believer that, you know, you should only go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated.
Yeah.
And I often can't tell if the Grammys, if they're tolerating us or the folks who pick the awards are culturally clueless. But then I watch the awards sometime and I feel culturally clueless because I ain't never heard Miley Cyrus Flowers in my life.
Me neither.
I ain't never heard that song.
But look,
first time I heard it this morning.
To their opinion, the right people heard it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's one of those things. But the right people heard it.
But, you know, also, right, we don't know who's on the Grammy board and who's picking these songs. But, you know, you have to have a large palette to understand all that music, right? Because I'm not listening to Miley Cyrus album. So I can't tell you if that album is great. And if I do hear it, things don't connect with me. I don't connect to Taylor Swift. I've never heard a Taylor Swift song, but like, that's my jam. It's not my thing.
That's my jam.
That's my jam, man.
If you calling songs your jam, I can't believe you never heard Taylor Swift.
I don't know.
Because people who listen to Taylor Swift say things like, that's my jam.
That's my jam.
But that's why I said it. I never heard of Taylor. Who was the other people that was nominated? Billie Eilish.
That's no. You ain't ready to take.
I don't listen to Billie Eilish.
I do.
Name 3 Billie Eilish songs.
We're not doing that.
See?
I just like it. I know when it comes on that I like it.
Now, I can say my daughter's 15. She listens to all of that stuff.
I do too.
But does she listen to Killer Mike?
I mean, if she in the car with me, I was riding to that last day when I picked her up from practice.
But that's what I'm saying. You need somebody that can really decide all this. And if we do our own show, is it just going to be just black music show?
No, but it's gonna be our house. Like, it's gonna be our judge. Like, you know, it's like judged off of real criteria. Who put in the work? Who really is like?
But,
come on,
recognize.
You know what's so funny though?
You get a Taylor Swift and Beyonce. Jess, you on the board. Who you picking?
Beyonce.
See?
But you know what's funny? Imagine us doing our own award show, but trying to be fair across the board. Miley ain't coming. Taylor ain't coming. Phoebe Bridgers ain't coming. Olivia Rodrigo ain't coming.
Adele ain't coming.
Adele better come.
Adele might come.
Paul
on the board.
I was going to say Paul better bring her. Shoot.
Yeah, Adele might come.
Get up there and sing for us too. Yeah.
Well, let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
This is Brandy.
Hey, Dana. Good morning. I'm
Brandy.
I'm sorry, Brandy. I'm Brandy.
Hi,
What you think, Brandy?
First, I want to say congratulations, Jess.
Thank
the
you,
morning,
babe.
DJ Envy and Charlamagne.
Peace.
Good morning.
And I believe Jess said it best. We need to come up with our own award platform because, you know, BET is cool, but as many artists, entrepreneurs, I mean, the list goes on with us. I mean, it should be no questions about it. We just have to stop talking and make things happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mama. Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Shamai calling back again from Durham, North Carolina, student at North Carolina Central University. How y'all doing?
What's up, Shamai? Talk to Shamai. What's your thoughts?
Listen, first of all, I want to shout out to Jess with the Mess, Jessica Robin Moore for being on the Breakfast Club. Glad that you guys on there.
Thank you.
No problem. But to the Grammy, to the topic of the day, I feel like culture needs to be at the Grammys, to force it on society because black content sells. And we need to force the culture on people because we're the one shaping the music industry. Mm-hmm. So, and when it comes to, not us getting the awards that we deserve, because definitely, like Charlamagne said earlier in the show, SZA should have won Album of the Year, no doubt about that. Yeah. She had better numbers, her tour was better, she had a better performance, better transitions. But when it comes to us being represented at the Grammys and artists being at the Grammys, we need to go. Absolutely.
Well, Shamai, let me ask you a question, and I agree with you with SZA, but my problem with that is the other albums in the category, did you listen to?
The other album for Album of the Year?
Yes, sir.
I've heard a lot of those albums.
I did.
Okay.
To me, because you know why? Because I talk about it on my show, on my radio show.
You got a radio show?
Earlier, yeah, I do. Remember I called earlier. Remember I was a student at North Carolina Central University.
Yeah, you called last week.
Oh, college radio. Okay.
College radio,
okay.
Nice.
What's the name of the show?
College radio. Yeah, I have a show every Tuesday, 2 to 4 on NCCU AudioNet. So nice. I did my homework and did my research, and to me, SZA definitely deserved because she had better transitions, better production when it comes to the story of the album. Yeah. SZA definitely deserved that album. The album of the year.
See, my whole thing is I'm not listening to John. I'm not listening to John Baptiste.
What you mean, John Baptiste? Fire.
I'm not listening to Miley Cyrus.
John Baptiste has been on the
That's blasphemous,
but I'm not listening to
John Baptiste fire.
I'm not listening to Lana Del Rey.
So he did.
You not listening to Lana Del Rey?
No, I listen to Janelle Monáe and SZA.
Janelle fire.
And the album, yeah, I'm not.
Janelle was on the show too. She was on your show.
So I can't tell you because I didn't listen to Miley Cyrus.
I didn't know Miley had an album. I'm gonna be honest with you.
But Miley had a good hit. She had a good hit last year. It was like a top 10 record of the year.
I never heard Flowers in my life.
Me neither.
I didn't hear Flowers I heard Flowers for the first time last night. I was sitting there thinking like, damn, all I heard about all year was Taylor and SZA. I ain't hear nothing about no Miley Cyrus.
I didn't hear those albums. That's what I'm trying to say. I heard Janelle Monáe and I heard SZA. I didn't listen to
But we got to stop. Hey, I want to shout out tomorrow too. You got to give us a shout out tomorrow on your show. We got to stop doing that too.
What's
though.
that?
We be watching these shows and we think just because we don't know something it ain't
that's
possible.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. I can't criticize the rest of these albums because I didn't listen to them.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll say all day SZA one because I F with SZA. But the rest of these people might have had amazing albums. Yeah, I just didn't listen to them.
Trust me, we sound very stupid when we say,
yes.
Who is Miley Cyrus? I ain't never heard Flowers.
But that's what they say to us. Who is Gilla Mike? Who is that? They say the same thing to us as we say to them.
No, we say that to each other. Niggas is telling each other, who is Killer Mike this morning?
Yeah, you're right.
It was just so stupid.
You're right. Well, 800-585-1051. We're talking about the Grammys. Should we still show up? The brother Killer Mike won 3 awards last night and was not televised. So we should be showing up. Can we get another Killer Mike song on? What we want here?
Let's play Get Some Money again, man. Let's play Get Some Money again.
You play Get Some Money again?
Yes.
All right, well, let's get it back on. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. That was Killer Mike, who picked up 3 awards last night at the Grammys, but was not televised. So we're asking 800-585-1051. Do you think we should just stop not showing up to the Grammys? It seems like since 88, when they did it with Will Smith, and 98 with Hove, and now 2024 with Killer Mike.
I don't think not showing up is the answer.
So what do you think is the answer?
I think that you got to have more culturally clueless people on these boards at the Grammys voting for these awards. You need more culturally in tune people. I mean, I think you have a lot of people of one ilk. You probably got a lot of white people on these boards. I think that I know they're getting rid of DEI everywhere, but the Grammys is a place where you definitely have to have a lot of diversity when it comes to voting in these categories. Yeah, especially when it's the categories that represent us, right?
Our culture. But it has to be difficult because you think about it. There's things that we connect with more, right? Mm-hmm. Like, we're going to connect with more with Killer Mike because he's from where we're from.
Yeah.
I just think it's the music. I listen to That's the perfect example, right? Because when I listened to the best rap album, I heard every single one of those albums in that category.
For rap album, yes.
And there was no question to me Killer Mike had the best rap album.
But now let's say album of the year.
To me, it was SZA, SOS.
But did you listen to Olivia Rodrigo?
My daughter does, and I can't get with it.
All right, what about Lana Del Rey? Did you
My
listen
daughter
to that?
does. I can't get with it.
What about Boy Genius?
I don't even know who that is. Isn't that Batman sidekick?
I don't know.
Oh,
wow.
I think that Boy Wonder. Anyway,
okay.
And then what about Taylor Swift? Did you listen to that album?
Never.
See?
No, never. Like, don't.
So how you gonna say?
Don't say never. Like
So how
that.
you gonna say SZA should win over Taylor? You never heard Taylor.
Nothing pisses me off more than Taylor Swift acting fake surprise at award shows. That she been doing this
so
for.
mad about
She been doing that for 17 years. She be like, oh my god. And last night she really hammed it up like she had no idea. Really, Taylor? You sold more records than everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You sold albums like Bibles, and whether you were surprised.
But it's not about selling records. Because if it was
No,
about
the
selling
Grammys
records,
is not.
Drake would have won because Drake sold more than Killer
Yeah.
Mike. It's about the music and the content. That's why Killer Mike won.
Yeah,
Right?
I guess I never listened to Taylor Swift. You're right though. I mean, everything you're saying is absolutely right. I have not listened to those albums.
I haven't either.
And
I mean, I know the artist. I know, like I said, I know who John Batiste is, but I didn't hear
John
the album.
Batiste has actually won album of the year before.
Yeah, he has.
He has one album
But
of the year before.
I didn't hear this. Did you hear his new album, World?
Yes, I did. I rock
didn't.
with John Batiste.
I didn't listen to this album.
I don't know, man. I just would hope that the people who are voting for these projects are listening to these projects. And I'm sure they are, but just sometimes they get it all the way wrong.
Yeah, like you said, they're not culturally privy to like they're
not in tune with the culture.
they're really not. So
let's
and
go.
it's a wide range of music.
Yep. Hello, who's this?
Hey, this Crystal. What's up, y'all?
What up, Crystal?
girl.
Good morning. What's your thoughts, Crystal?
My thoughts is, oh wait, I got to give everybody individual shout out. Jess Hilarious, I love you.
I love
DJ
you too,
Envy,
girl.
Love you.
Love you.
Charlamagne.
Peace.
You know I love you big. I'm checking in from Columbia, South Carolina.
803, you already know. Metro.
Metro booming once a month, I know. But I think you know what, really? I sat and I thought, I was like, yeah, we shouldn't go. I watched a little bit last night. But then I was like, no, hell no. Keep going. We need to keep going, because what if we would have quit years ago, quit going to things because people who didn't look like us didn't want us in their spaces. I feel like keep going. Make them respect us. We fought for everything else, whether it was segregation at the lunch counters here in South Carolina or any other southern state. Keep going. Make them see our faces. And like Birdman said when he came up there some years ago, put some respect in our name and make them respect us. For real, for real.
That's right.
Because at the end of the day, you know what, too, and I love to say this when times are like what they are, when it's a diversion of color. When Young Dolph said, keep going up the ladder, they mad, make them matter, keep going. We can't just say now, not go. We knew what it was when we signed up. We knew none of them would want us in their spaces. Keep going. We are a great people. And guess what? Jay-Z even said it too. We influence pop culture.
That's right.
We're supposed to be number one on everybody's list.
We'll see what happens when we no longer exist.
But you see, Chris, but you see what you said, Crystal. The thing, but you look at the Grammys. If you look at all the majority of the news sources, it's our culture that pops up. What we're wearing, our performances, Beyonce being there, whole thing. Like we give them so much energy and so much views and so much everything that you just said. And they don't give us the same respect.
No.
And guess what?
What?
Respect is something that our ancestors fought for, period. We got to keep showing up in spaces. It's nothing more pleasurable for me when I go into my job and I know somebody who doesn't look like me, doesn't want me to be there. Guess what? The ancestors on the wall, let the voices chit-chat. I'm going to always be number one. I'm going to always excel. Nobody that's recessive is better than us. Period. And we know that.
Thank you, Chris.
I love that you called from the 803 with a civil rights speech that quoted Young Dolph, Birdman, and Jay-Z.
And Black History Month.
Boy, black people know we special.
Yes.
What's the moral of the story?
I don't know what the moral of the story is yet. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was about to say, go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated, but I don't know if I believe that. I agree with her. I agree with everybody. I feel like we should build our own.
I know.
But we should keep showing up to this stuff too.
Definitely. Yeah.
Well, I think the moral of the story should be, let's play another Killer Mike song.
Let's do it. Let's play Get Some Money. This is off the
Killer
Michael
Mike song.
Deluxe album that won Rap Album of the Year last night. Don't debate me about if it should have won if you didn't listen to it.
That's right. Well, he won 3 awards last night. And let's get into it. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up. Early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.